Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Umbrella Fight. My name is Nathan, and today we're going to be talking about the only thing that matters on this podcast, and that is video games.
That's
John,
right.
how you doing, man?
I'm doing good,
A little tired from El
Can't
Jimmo?
complain. Yeah, a little tired, but all things considered, pretty good.
Good, that's great to hear. Well, we'll just kick off things with a little bit of housekeeping. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because I'm dead tired. We're missing Devin, unfortunately. He will be back on our next episode. And I'm taking a little break from all things at the next day and then a few days after that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. A little vacay.
Deserved.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And when you get to that, you will have deserved it as well, my friend.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's just jump right into it. I understand you have been playing the Hollow Knights on
Yep.
your Switch. How's
Yeah,
that going
I've
for
been
you, man?
Playing the Knights of Hollow. Yeah, so it's been a ton of fun. I can't lie. It's a really easy game to kind of and I don't mean easy as in
I
like
thought you were gonna
difficulty. I
stop
mean
there, and I was like, all right, cool.
no. I don't even have room to judge the difficulty until I beat it. That's usually how I go about those kinds of things.
That's
But
fair.
I mean easy as in it's easy to drop in and out of. Like especially
Okay.
since it's on my Switch, it's like I can just, play, stop, set it down, pick it back up again. Like I'm kind of happy I have it on the Switch so I can do that. I feel like that would be harder to do on a console.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
great
because with the
game.
Switch, you can put it in just sleep mode and pick it right back up.
Yep, exactly.
Sleep mode is
Exactly.
king for sure.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing. And so actually, since we last spoke, Nathan, I did beat the False Knight.
Excellent. Golf
Yeah, I
clap.
didn't. Yeah, it was actually once you figure out what he's gonna do, it's a pretty easy fight.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and
Easy
and
shit.
I say that as a Dark Souls vet, so
Mm.
it's like I'm not saying that out of a place of ignorance, but
Oh no.
it's actually funny, Nathan. So I actually wanted to ask you this.
Sure.
So I'm in Hollow Knight right now. I'm in
You're
the
in it.
above ground. No, yeah, I'm in it as we speak. Like I'm above ground, and I have some souls here to spend. But I'm just wondering what should I spend it on here?
All right. So if we're gonna do game specifics here, let me ask you this. You're talking to old Sly up top, I assume.
Yep, I'm chilling with Sly right now. Actually,
So there's a couple ways to slice it. One is to grab that mask and the vessel fragment. Both of those are useful, but they don't become useful until later. So it's a bit of a delayed gratification there. Obviously, the mask is going to give you some more life at some point, but you need 4 of them. The vessel fragment, on the other hand, you need 3 of. They're a little tougher to find, but you'll run into some. The other route that you can go is to pick up a charm or 2. And the 2 easiest ones to pick up are going to be the compass, which I believe you already have, right?
yeah, I already have the quill and the compass.
Okay, so the next one that I like to get, but definitely is, I would say it's rookie to medium skill, but I just like having it because it's a QOL thing, is the Geo Collector, whatever it's
I was
called.
looking at that one.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that
it is
one's
the Gathering
really
Swarm.
useful. Gathering Swarm, that's what it is. It's super useful. The one thing, okay, we can actually jump into a little bit of game design when it comes to Hollow Knight. And I guess it should be said, we're talking about Hollow Knight, not just because John's playing it, because literally 4 hours from now, Silksong will
Yes.
become available to the world. And if you're listening to this right now, you've probably been playing it for 2 days or so. Not you, John, the audience, but I'm going to be out of town and unable to jump right in, but I will be streaming that probably all day Sunday, all day Monday. So if you want to pop in and check out what's going on with the Silksong front, find us on YouTube at Umbrella Fight. I'll be posting on X as well about that. But jumping back to the Gathering Swarm, one thing that I do like about Hollow Knight is that it is logical with its, I'd say, geo drops. And by that I mean if it falls on the floor or spikes even, you can actually collect that geo still. If you were to fall onto the spikes in the place where the geo fell, you would pick it up. The gathering swarm, on the other hand, just pulls it from wherever it is. So even if it's on spikes or the ground, it'll just, the bugs will pick it up and they'll grab it and take it to you. And it's a really cool little animation because it's not just the geo jumping to you. Literal bugs, lightning bugs with glowing wings, pick up the geo and take it to you. It's kind of
Whoa.
awesome. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So like one thing that I thought was really cool like that is when I beat the false knight and I kill him and everything, and he drops his weapon, it turns into like it's like a little roly poly. It
You
like
you
started
stuck around
crawling
long enough
away.
for that. I love that you stuck around long enough to find out the roly poly because you have to hang around enough for it to disconnect.
Yeah, like I was like, I don't remember what I was doing, but like I think I was just like I don't know if I was collecting geo or whatever, but it was like I left and then I went back and that was when I saw like it crawling and I was like, whoa. And actually,
That's
I went and I hit it and then it like
yeah,
roly polied up and I felt
yeah.
bad and then it
Oh
went away.
well, it's not. It's got a nice shell. I don't think you hurt it very much. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. But so another one I was looking at here as far as charms, there's one called Stalwart Shell.
Mm,
And it says this charm grants you more time to recover after taking damage, useful if you need to escape from a tight spot.
mm.
So, of the things that I can afford, because as I told you earlier, an audience, I rage quit on Hollow Knight because I lost some Geo because I died stupidly. Um,
That'll happen.
but yeah, I have a Mass Shard that I can afford. I can afford the Gathering Swarm. I can afford the Stalwart Shell. And I can afford a Rancid Egg.
So actually, you might benefit from having the rancid egg, and if you can pick up two things, you might like if you can pick up the geo collector and the rancid egg, that might come in handy for you.
I
Um,
actually can do that.
so when it comes to rancid eggs, there is if you go from Dirtmouth all the way to the right, there's a little locked place. It's like a cavern thing, just one room. Um, do you happen to have stumbled across a simple key?
I see one here available for purchase from Sly.
It's expensive.
Extremely.
Yeah. So if you were to unlock that, the rancid eggs act as a currency, and what they'll do is give you a safe place to. There's a character you can talk to in there, and she basically pops out, and you give her the rancid egg, and she'll summon your shade from wherever it is to her, so you can kill it. And you don't have to walk all the way back to find your shade and potentially die and lose your geo. It's sort of a safety net.
What?
Uh huh. But
Okay, so that's extremely important. Oh,
it
but
is important to know, but you can't get in there until you unlock it with that simple key. There's only
simple
4
key.
of them in the game. So once you get that, that's a good place to start. They will also simple keys unlock a few things. I guess only one other one is really necessary for exploration purposes, and that would be to access the sewers below the City of Tears when you get there.
Mm.
That's a whole nother area with at least 2 bosses. So you definitely want to hang on to one for that. But if you're having a tough time and you die more than you'd like to, that is an option.
Gotcha. So
And
then I think I'll go ahead.
you know what's really
I'll
good
purchase.
about that particular
What?
character? Yeah, go ahead and buy whatever you'd like there. What's good about that particular character that can summon your shade? There is a mode you can play on after you finish called Steel Soul mode, and it's literally one life and you're dead. That's it. You don't come back. It's
Woof.
permadeath. That's the term. It is rough. I have beaten
Yeah,
the
that
game
sounds
on
rough.
Steel Soul mode. I have completed it all of once, and it was brutal.
Was it worth it?
It felt good. It felt like it felt like a kind of a no hit run esque feeling. You know that rush you get when you're like, I beat that boss and he didn't touch me once. That feels
Yes.
good. So yes, it's an accomplishment, and yes, there are achievements for it. So take that how you will. If you're an achievement hunter, Hollow Knight can give you a good challenge to pick up an achievement that most probably would never touch. And what I'm getting at with that character, sorry, I got sidetracked, but Steel Soul mode,
No, you're good.
obviously the rancid egg won't help you here because once you're dead, right? Well,
No.
that character gets replaced with a separate character named Jin, and it's a big robot kind of thing. And you can turn in your rancid eggs for anywhere between, I don't know, like 350 to 450 geo. And so they still matter to collect because you want the geo just to quickly get what you want. But I think it's cool that they addressed the fact that that character becomes useless, and they didn't just give it a throwaway piece of dialogue like, "Oh, you're cursed. You can never use my services." That would have been a little easy. But they created a whole
Yeah.
new character and a system, albeit a small one, for the players who are going into Steel Soul mode to still take advantage of hunting down those rancid eggs. And I just that's really speaks to Team Cherry's commitment to making sure their games are high quality for all levels of play.
Yeah, that's
So
a Team Terry. Wow, Team Team Terry.
Team
Yeah,
Terry, all right.
Team Terry.
I love
Shout out to
Terry.
Team Terry.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
wow. Like what a good game though, you know? Like I can't wait to unlock the movement. That's one thing that
Oh,
I'm very excited for. Um cuz like I've seen like what you can do in the game.
mm-hmm.
So like I can't wait to get there. But no, I've been having a ton of fun with Hollow Knight.
Great.
Um yeah, that review that you showed me the other day where the guy was talking about how the environment is like uninspiring or
Oh
whatever.
my God.
He was just saying a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I don't know what that guy was playing,
Got to be
but it
rage
wasn't
bait,
Hollow.
right? Rage bait
Yeah,
for sure.
has to be, has to
Because
be.
I've never played a game that has. I, I wouldn't say never, but I have played many, many games in my life, and in at least the top 20, at maybe top 10, the environment and ambience and atmosphere is the overall term for it of that game is just
Yeah.
perfection. It's crafted
No,
with
like
such love
come on.
that mm, I can't even put it into words. Team Cherry, super kudos to them, and all their little hand drawn backgrounds and all the parallax scrolling they do to give each of the areas like that really big feel. Wait till you get to Crystal Peak and you unlock the Crystal Dash. You charge it up with a like an L2 hold, and you can rocket boost across the ground. And you're kind of required to do it in Crystal Peaks to get across some areas, but there's a specific passageway that you can take that's in like the top left of Crystal Peaks that goes all the way from the very top of Dirtmouth to the entrance to Crystal Peak, and it's just beautiful to traverse that way.
Crystal Peak.
Shout outs to
It
Crystal
even
Peak.
sounds good.
It's peak. Not gonna lie.
It's peak. It's peak.
Oh, excuse me.
Um, but yeah, no, I'm very content with Hollow Knight.
Excellent. I'm really
Can't wait to
excited
play
for you
more.
to get through all of it and finish it, and hopefully, are you the type of gamer that will play the like you just started Hollow Knight, and tomorrow Silksong is coming out, or no, September 4th. Or would you play both of them back to back? Are they different enough games for you? Or are you I've got to finish Hollow Knight and then I'll go to Silksong if I'd like to have that type of experience some more? What do you think?
Mhm. So, for me, honestly, I've just been kind of focused on Hollow Knight. Like, I've been kind of purposefully not diving into the Silk Song stuff too much
Okay.
because when I do play Silk Song, because I do want to play it when I beat Hollow Knight, but I want to play it as somebody that just beat Hollow Knight. That has,
Oh
I don't know if
wow.
that makes sense. That
No,
like,
no, it totally.
I don't have any like preconceived notions or like about the game or anything like that. It's like I beat Hollow Knight. I thought it was awesome. Now let's do part two.
Hmm. I like that. That's a good way to go about it.
But I mean, from my understanding though, like Silk Song, it does even interest me. Like the little that I know about it, like I know it's a different character.
Yeah.
Um, like I think that's really cool. Like I don't know much about the character that I'm playing as right now. So I'm interested to learn more. Like I'm interested to learn. I'm really excited to know the lore Like
Yes,
I
you and me both, brother.
love a good story.
Yeah, so I
And
won't. In the interest, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Did you have more?
no, all I was gonna say, I love a good story. Hence why I'm playing Red Dead 2
Yeah,
as
there
well.
you go. And we'll jump into that in just a minute. I want to catch up with what you're doing in I think you're in Blackwater now, if I'm
No,
not
I'm in
mistaken.
Saint Denis.
Saint Denis. That's right. That's right. Saint Denis. Um,
Saint Denis.
bringing it back real quick to Hollow Knight and Silksong, in the interest of keeping you a Silksong virgin, so to speak, I won't get into the details of what things look like or what there's going to be, because honestly, everything that I would potentially know, I consider hearsay because even seeing the things in that I've seen in trailers and the little short Nintendo Direct they did a couple years back. Um, I still don't have any idea what the story is. I don't know if it's a prequel. I don't know if it's a sequel. I know who the main character is. I don't know any of the other characters' names. I really, truly don't know what this character is capable of. And frankly, I'm okay with that. I'm very much not a I need to consume everything that everybody says and take it to as gospel. It's all grain of salt, including whatever the devs have shown me. And you know whose fault that is? Marvel's fault. It's Marvel's
Mm.
fault that I don't take anything at face value anymore. Did you know? And my wife could tell you this. She's really into the lore of all of the superheroes. Did you know that there are full ass trailers that were altered on purpose to subvert the expectations of the audience when they went into the theater for whichever movie it was? I
No,
find
I did
that
not know that.
I find that amazing. Okay, like say what you will
I like
about
that.
the saturation of superhero movies. Yeah, right. It's cool.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so, in the interest of maintaining your experience, we'll kind of gloss over. Honestly, a Silk Song. There's not too much to talk about because at the moment that we're recording this, it's not out yet, and I don't think it would be fair to levy any hype toward anybody and even yourself for stuff that may or may not be in the game or operate the way that we're expecting. But I will tell you what. There's a couple of playtesters that were playtesting the full game, and only one of them up until it's almost release date. Up until now, only one of them has actually completed the game. And their quote, I believe their quote was, "When Hollow Knight fans complete this game, they will have nothing to complain about."
Wow.
That's a bold statement.
Wow. That's a very bold statement.
Yeah.
That's an extremely bold statement.
And you know what?
Wow.
I'm apt to believe him because he's touched it, he's played it, he's gotten through it, and
Yeah, he would know.
He would
He
know.
would
Yeah,
know.
he'd know.
Yeah, he would know.
One thing I do also want to mention real quick about Silksong is that I did find out that ultra widescreen monitors 21 by 9 is supported natively right out of the
That's
gate.
so nuts to me. That's actually insane to me.
Right?
Like I can't believe that Team Cherry, like in the production for the game, were like, yeah, like how should we look at how the game is presented? Like I can't believe one of them was like, we need to make it so it can natively run on ultra wide monitors.
At least
Like
one of them had to
because
go to bat for us.
exactly, and it's like it gives me the energy that like one of those guys probably has like some stupid like LG ultra wide like 54-inch, you know what I'm saying, those
Hell yeah.
ridiculous monitors, and was like, I want to play my game on this. Like it wouldn't like I would love if that was like why.
I'll bet you're probably right. Based on the behavior of Team Cherry around this game, they really seem to have in their minds themselves as players rather than themselves as devs. And you know, take a look at the price point. $20.
$20.
They've been working on this game for 7.5 years, going on 8 almost. And for them to put it out for $20, I mean, the audience is even like, "Are y'all okay over there?" That sounds insane.
Dude, like they've just been grinding.
And they even said as much too. They said no delays. There wasn't a delay. It wasn't an issue. We were just working. It's a big game, you know.
Like I love the matter of factness in that
Yeah.
statement. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Yeah, we're doing the thing.
Chill.
It's a lot.
It's coming.
Like yeah, like just wait.
And
Like I love that.
I can't decide. Same, dude. Same. I can't decide if Team Cherry uh, released their trailer too early, because it was like what 2.5, 3 years ago that we saw the Nintendo Direct, where they showed some
Yeah,
live footage of Silksong. I can't tell if that was a genius move or a little misguided. I'm actually leaning towards genius.
me too. I think you have to start the spark somewhere, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, so I guess the last thing that I'll say is, I don't think I've been hyped for a game like this in a while, and it's not just the fact that it's a sequel to Hollow Knight. I mean, I love Hollow Knight. I bought it on 3, 4. I think I bought it on 4 separate systems so that I could play it and get achievements on all of the systems. It's one of the few games in my Steam library I have all of the achievements for. I like made excuses to play it. It feels so good. And of course I'm hyped for Silksong because of that. But all of the behavior of Team Cherry surrounding that has been very player centric, and I can't say enough about a game company, even a smaller game company, with a life to lose. I guess like it's all on the table for them. If they fuck this up, they're in
You-
trouble.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, you get one shot at a 7.5 year game, and I
Yeah.
really don't think they're going to drop the ball in any way. So I urge everybody to. I mean, you can't pre-order it. That they straight up posted on their Twitter like no pre-orders.
Can I make
Also golf
a
clap.
declaration?
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's just
So
that the fact that they did that is amazing. No pre-orders. Perfect. It's a digital game. Why?
why? But my declaration that I'd like to make. Shout out to Team Cherry
Mm.
because for it's three of them, correct?
Yes,
It's three devs.
there are
So
three
like
devs.
these three devs have spent 7.5 years making this game. And they're like, here it is. The person that has completed the game says, quote, Hollow Knight fans will have no complaints after beating this game. End quote. So personally, I believe that Team Cherry is going to hit another home run and it's going to be great. Now, if they do, I think that this should put the success of Silksong should put every single big gaming developer on notice because it is an absolute embarrassment, right? That these three guys made this game, right? Flawlessly. It has a cult following already, and these corporations, right, couldn't make a 10-year-old game work right on release. So I just thought of that as you were saying all of that, Nathan. Shame on you, big gaming devs, and bravo to you, Team Cherry, for showing them how it's done with just the three of you.
Amen to that. Yes, 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 1,000 times yes. That is my sentiment. I echo that.
I just wanted to say that. So yeah,
Let's
EA,
actually
if you're
pivot.
listening,
Oh, hey, let's. It's funny you'd say that. That's the perfect segue. Because let me tell you something. They're fucking not. Well,
no,
okay. Let me roll that back. Let me roll that back real quick. EA, for the moment, EA in particular, they're listening to a degree. I mean,
for the moment,
for Battlefield 6, they appear to be listening, and I'm reserving judgment, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that somebody asked a dev one time, "Hey, what do you think the issue is?" And he goes, "Let me tell you some stuff." And then
how much time you got?
yeah. So let's go to lunch. Let's go to lunch, Bill.
Yeah,
You're buying
let's take this.
because you
Let's
know
take
what
this
I make.
offline.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let me roll EA not in with the big companies right now, but I'll tell you the rest of them, they're fucking not listening at all.
No, 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 no,
And
no.
and there's 3 games on the table here that I'd like to compare. One is Silksong, which we've said enough about. 2 is Battlefield 6, which seems to be in the middle area. And the third one is Prince of Persia Rogue something. The Rogue Prince of Persia, I think, is
Yeah,
the title of it.
whatever that is.
Okay, I have to, and Twitter is aflame with this thing right now because Ubisoft, a multi-billion-dollar company, is using the word indie in their trailer. And hold the fucking
No, they
phone.
didn't.
Yes, they absolutely did.
No, they didn't.
This is the culmination, the distillation of cynicism that ekes out of giant corporations at the seams because they're filled with nothing but. For them to use the term indie, which by definition means free of restraint from a large corporation in this context, for them to use that is a slap in the face to all
They think we're
actual.
stupid.
They think we're stupid. You
They
know what
think
game
we're
I will not ever play or look at or buy? It's that game right there. Never. That's not okay to me. You know?
Ooh. Okay. I am required to say one nice thing about Ubisoft because they did do something that directly benefited me and my friend group
Okay.
recently, like as of yesterday.
Okay, I was going to say, because old Ubisoft, I actually like Far Cry 4, Far Cry 3, insanely fun games.
Rainbow Six Siege, by the way, they did a great
Okay.
job.
Yeah. So they are not without their successes.
But I will say, I don't know like what it is about Ubisoft, but like they're like just all over the place because you have the bangers, you know, like you have that like Siege, Far Cry, great, right? And then you have like I don't know the 20,000th Assassin's Creed game coming out.
Oh, God.
That no, I don't know who's playing these games.
Me neither, man. Me neither.
Prince of Persia. Who asked for that, Nathan? I forgot what even this I forgot what the source material for Prince of Persia is. Like, is that a book? Is that a movie?
I can actually give you a little history on it if you're not being completely facetious.
I'm not like I've heard this. Like I think I've played like a Prince of Persia Nintendo game.
Yeah. So Prince of
Um,
Persia. Let me see. Let me just ask Jamie real quick. Pull that shit up, Jamie. Shout out to
hey
Jamie.
Jamie,
So the original Prince of Persia, according to Perplexity, pulled up is on the Apple II in 1989. Okay.
the Apple II.
Yeah, 1989. And as a game was a groundbreaking game. Games were not like that back in the day. Back in the day, around that time, a lot of the games were centered around quarter consuming because the arcade business was booming. And this was a game that came out on the computer, and it didn't punish the player completely with, oh, you died, you have to start all the way over. Its fundamental kind of hook was if you died, you would, just go back to the beginning of area of where you were, and you could try again that little area. But overall, you had like a 60-minute time limit to do so. So there were some constraints making it difficult, but it was forgiving in a way that made you want to keep trying. Like, okay, I can do this. I can get through these chomping blades. It's a side scroller, looked really good for the time. And that kind of has been a touchstone of the Prince of Persia series. And when they did a reboot, I believe it was on the GameCube. I'd have to look that up, so don't hold me to this. But when they did the release, it was called the Sands of Time. That's what it was called. When you died, you could rewind the time back to where you were and start that again. Like it would your character would be moments from death, and then it would kind of slow down, and then you could like, no, wait, let me tell you, because it's centered around somebody telling a story, and there's several other games that have done similar types of mechanics. One notable one is Bastion. I don't know if you played Bastion. That's made by the same company that did Hades.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. So Bastion is isometric, that 3/4 camera angle, top-down sort of view, much like Hades, actually. But when you die in that, you're being told a story, and you're playing through the story as this narrator is telling said story. And then when you die, the story guy goes, "No, wait a minute, it didn't happen that way. Hang on, let me remember that," and it would go and bring you back. Nice, right?
I like
really
that.
cool. There's even a smaller game. There's a movie back in 2010 that came out called Indie Game the Movie. Great documentary. I highly recommend it. It's a little, it's a little dramatized, but it centers around Braid, Phil Fish of Fez fame. I don't know if you played Fez, and then Super Meat Boy, and it follows all three devs through their
Super Meat
process.
Boy.
Oh my God, what a great game!
Yeah.
But Braid Braid pulled from the same thing, and it used that as a core mechanic, not just a death mechanic. So what you would wind up doing is you would take your little character, very Mario like Goomba type characters running around, and you would do some stuff in the level and then rewind it and then do some stuff again. And the initial impression is, oh, I can use this to prevent my death, or I can start over. Easy enough, right? Excuse me. But the flip side is that certain items would remain in your hands, namely like keys, and then you would use the rewind mechanic to get where you need to go because you had the key at that time. You got all the way to get the key. Well, now how do I get back to the door? Well, just rewind the whole level and your key stays with you, and then you can unlock the door and go. And by the time that game completes, a little dry throat. Grab some water real quick. Hang on. By the time that game completes, there is a spoiler warning for Braid, but it's 2010, so you had 15 years. You go through this last really long level, testing all of the skills that you've learned up to that point, and this knight, this Knight knight he is seemingly trying to get this princess, and you're saving her. But when you rewind and go through it again, it's literally the opposite. You're the problem, and the knight is saving her from you.
Whoa.
You have to look this thing up. You got to watch it play out because it doesn't even do it a little bit of justice to explanate that. But that rewind mechanic, it all started with Prince of Persia, and it is a really, really cool thing. Fast forward to now, the bastardization of such a legendary beginning, a legendary groundbreaking game such as Prince of Persia is so on display right here, and I hate it. I'm here for it, and I hate it.
Hey, it's an indie game, Nathan. Don't you worry. It's an indie game. Well, Nathan, thank you for that explanation.
You're welcome. I hope I got all the facts right. I know if I missed something, some 47-year-old is out there going, "Wait a minute."
Yeah,
but it's okay.
Let us know.
It's all good. You know what? Shoot us an email. You can email us at podcast@umbrellafight.xyz. That's right. You can do that at .xyz. Umbrellafight.xyz. Anyway,
if you don't believe us, email us.
But yeah, go ahead, John. I know you had something to say about this nonsense.
Oh yeah. So I just wanted to say, I wanted to give Ubisoft one small thank you. In that, I'm not sure if you've heard of a game called For Honor, Nathan.
For Honor. This was Medieval Battles. Medieval, right?
It is a multiplayer game, yes, sir.
Yeah, it's Medieval Battles, sword fighting, and very much like you really got to know your mechanics to do well in that game, right?
Correct. So, in my opinion, For Honor is one of the most unique fighting games ever made. Like, I don't know what Ubisoft was on when they released this game in like 2015 or whatever, but it is amazing. Like, it is very fun to play, especially with friends. It's like a chess match, like, because it's exactly like you said, Nathan. It's very mechanical, right? Like, you're parrying, right? Do I have time in this character's animation to get an attack off real quick so I can interrupt what he's trying to, it's a lot of different things.
It's Dark Souls, the multiplayer game.
Dark Souls, the multiplayer game is actually a great way to put it. But the reason I say thank you is because, so I originally played this game on Xbox. Me and my friends, a good group of friends of mine, we've been playing that game for years now. We play it on Xbox One. We all got PCs. So then naturally we started playing For Honor on PC. One thing that sucked is that there was no cross progression. So we're all like very high level in For Honor on our Xbox accounts. But Ubisoft, there was no ranked. We didn't have any of the cool characters we unlocked. We didn't have any cosmetics. We didn't have our levels. We didn't have anything.
Rats.
Ubisoft announced yesterday that they are adding cross progression to For Honor October something. I think October
Wow.
10th. Now, I
So
don't know
wait,
why.
let me pause you
Go
real
ahead.
quick. So so are they gonna? Do you know the mechanics of this? Are they gonna like let you link up your two accounts or two
Correct.
things? Oh my goodness!
Correct.
I
Correct. So
love
it's like
this.
I'm I'm happy because I get all of we like our friend group, like me and three other guys, my brother included. Like we now just get all of our stuff back from like years ago.
Damn, dude,
So
that's awesome.
so I will say thank you to Ubisoft for that. I appreciate it. However, stop digging around the graves of iconic games to make money.
Please and
How
thank
about you?
you.
Try making a good Assassin's Creed game in this decade, please.
Shoot. Hey, actually, speaking of kind of one of those that's good, what makes Assassin's Creed bad to you? Because I have thoughts about that, and I want to know that I'm either
So
right or wrong.
so I played Assassin's Creed 3. Um that is the only Assassin's Creed game I have played.
Okay.
Now, I remember as a young John, I remember reading the game informers for Assassin's Creed, like when the first one and the second one had came out. And I remember the idea of what Assassin's Creed is being insanely cool, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're in this like time machine thing and like you're going back in time to medieval era and you're an assassin and you have a cool wrist knife thing that comes out of your wrist and you take no fall damage because reasons or because there's a wagon with hay over here, like,
Okay. Yeah.
you know super cool, right?
Definitely.
And then we start we start getting into almost like this isn't what it actually is, but this is this like when I look at all of the games put across each other, it's almost like Assassin's Creed did a Marvel. Well, Ubisoft did a Marvel with Assassin's Creed, where it's almost like this multiverse happened and like there's like all these different things and like there's all these different characters and genres, so much so that like I look at the latest Assassin's Creed, whatever it's called, and
Shadows.
Shadows, that's right. Thank you. And I don't see the Assassin's Creed that had me gripped
Mm.
when I was a younger John. I feel that Assassin's Creed has lost its soul a little bit over the years.
Yeah, I can get behind that argument. Just from an outside, can I make a confession? I've
Sure.
actually never physically played an Assassin's Creed game, and here's why. Because I can start to talk a little bit about my argument against it. It's too handholdy. It's not a challenge in any way. It's it's not a challenge to look at the barf that's all over the map, go to the little icon, have a look for what is, lack of a better word, a mini game, stab a dude in the back, and then GTFO. That's not hard. And I'm not here to say that all games need to be extremely hard. And in fact, I can live in a world where there's 3 Assassin's Creed games, but we're bumping up against double digits, if not already there. How much is enough? How
Yeah.
many of
No,
these
you,
games
you
do
gotta
you
let it
need?
die, bro.
Yeah, move on.
You gotta let it die, man.
And then on top of that, I have a fundamental problem with map barf games in general. I may be able to just say that this is a me thing. I played through 100% of Far Cry 4, including that silly mobile game I had to download to get that last achievement. I got through all of
No
it, and I
way.
had a fucking blast playing Far Cry 4. Because let me tell you, when you get a grenade launcher and there's a caravan of drug dealers or whatever they are, and you're atop a cliff, sending down hellfire on them and watching them scramble is super fun. I mean, just the thunk of the grenade launcher and then the explosion of the truck. It's bombastic in a way that I wish Skyrim could be. You know, it
Fantastic.
has such panache in its execution. It's very much a movie. And again, that game's also not hard. But I only needed to play one Far Cry. 3, I probably shouldn't have played 4, but I did enjoy both of them. And they're very much in line with one another. There's a singular bad guy, you get captured, you have no abilities, you build up all your abilities, and then you're just basically steamrolling everything through the rest of the game. It is a great power fantasy. But I don't need to play 5. I don't need to play 6. I don't even need to go back to 1 or 2, although that might be arguable about 2 cuz I hear 2 is its own a really weird
Like a yeah.
take on Far Cry. But yeah, too many.
No, and I agree with you, right? Like, yeah, because it's exactly kind of like I feel the same way, right? Like I don't feel like I need to play another Assassin's Creed game. You know?
Yeah, you got your
Like
fill.
I'm good. I'm okay. You know, like I'm all right. And I would rather play other games personally. Um
And you can do that.
yeah, 100%. You can. You
That's an
completely
optional.
optional.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you
Assassin's
have
Creed is completely optional at this point.
it's completely optional. Like you don't have to play it. But like it's, I just I can't help but think that it's like you can't tell me there's not better ideas than another Assassin's Creed game. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Like I get that like for a while, there was a couple year stretch where like Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed was like synonymous. It was like you thought Ubisoft, you thought Assassin's Creed. That's just speaking for me and like the era of gaming I came up in. I know that's probably not the case for veteran gamers,
No,
but like
I can kind of track with that a little bit.
yeah. So like and let's go awesome. Um but like bro, you can't like Ubisoft, they have the money. They have a bunch of other successful games. Like you don't have to keep making Assassin's Creed games. You don't it's completely optional. Ubisoft, you don't have to keep making them. No one's forcing you to.
True.
Like
100%.
make a different game. Like come on. Like there's no
Absolutely.
way that all of the people in Ubisoft, out of all of the developers there, that there's not a person that has ideas. They all have ideas.
Absolutely.
But hey man, we're down this fiscal quarter. Let's pump out another Assassin's Creed game.
And that in and of itself is the cynicism I hate, Because at the end of the day, sure, there are Assassin's Creed people. They're going to buy the game, they're going to play through it, they're going to have a fine time. But this large company knows that they're going to do that. They know they're going to have people buy it. It's a cash cow. And unfortunately, as uninspired as most of those games are, they're still going to do it. And they only are doing it not for the love of the game, not for the interest of an idea, but for the money. Money that's it's Mr. Krabs on
Mr.
crack.
Krabs, bro. Rubbing his
Mr.
dimes together.
Yeah, you be Krabs.
You be Krab.
And yeah, it's so blech, it's so gross to me. I hate it. Meanwhile,
Yeah, but
I'm my wish list. I ever since I got the Umbrella Fight Twitter account running, I've been like feverishly finding indie devs on there and just follow, finding cool stuff. And there is a lot of I wouldn't say cookie cutter ideas, but they're using a formula. So yeah, there's a lot of Metroidvanias out there right now, but they all are unique in their execution. They've all got some sort of touch that this developer is doing, and they're doing it probably as a side gig. Most of them are doing it as I work at, Potbelly during the day, and then I come home and I slave away in front of this computer because this means something to me.
this is what I love.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
level of
and
passion and
yeah,
commitment, especially when you have a day job and a family, no less. I'm sure many of them have families, wife, kids, something. And for them to still grind away and put out their dream, I want to play that. I want to play that because I know that path that they walked was a path that they chose purposefully, and because they wanted to make that game happen.
Yeah, and I think there's something just so beautiful about the human spirit that you know there's people that they have such a conviction, they have this idea, right, that any means necessary, they have to get it out, you know? And like I love when you run into those people that like they're coding this entire game from the ground up. They don't care if it makes money, they don't care if it gives them fame. They purely have an idea that they have to get out into the real world and in a way that other people can experience that idea. And that alone is what drives them to continue doing the thing. And it speaks to the indomitable human spirit, man. Like yeah, like you
Mm,
can do that. You can, yeah. If you have something that you want to put out, you can do that. And you should. And
absolutely.
you should just do it. Just
Yes.
send it.
Preach. Man, I'm telling you, that is something that I figured out way too late in life. And I am by no means slaving away at some idea. Some might call this podcast or the YouTube channel that I'm doing the idea that I want to do. But honestly, I'm just doing it because I enjoy doing it and I want to put out some content and it's
For the
fun
love of
to
the
do.
game.
I'm doing it for the love
It's
of the
just
game.
for the love of the game.
We have all of what 15 subscribers at least on Spotify. We might have more across the other platforms. I haven't aggregated the numbers. It doesn't matter to me. I half-assedly looked at a podcast numbers aggregator and I was like, I don't really care. I just want to talk into a microphone and talk to you and get this exact conversation because this is what I'm passionate about. I'm
Yeah.
passionate about finding these people with their indomitable human spirits built into them, ingrained in their very being, the fabric of who they are. And you know what? I've been tossing this idea in my head around a while. I would love to get an indie dev or two or three or nine on here, maybe even on, if we can get enough of them on like a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis, just to talk not even about what their game is. If they want to talk about that, that's absolutely cool. But I want to know what makes them tick. Why are you doing this? What spurred
Like
you to put your whatever was inside your heart onto the digital realm so that I get to play it too?
yes. Because it was completely optional and you chose to do it. I want to know why.
Yeah, the thing I mentioned a second ago that I didn't actually explicitly state is that you can just do things. You can
You
just
can
do
just do
them.
it.
The tools are
You can
here.
just put something out there.
The tutorials are available, and you can just make things. And how many times have you come across a YouTube channel or even a game that like isn't good? It's not
Mm.
great. In fact, some might call it bad in a way. But you know what? That person didn't give a shit what you think. They just wanted to put it out
No.
there, and they did.
Yeah, well, I'm making it, so deal with it. Yeah.
Exactly. You're the one who stumbled across my
Yeah.
YouTube channel,
Still making
fool.
it. Hey, you're here though. You're here though.
Exactly. Exactly. Content is being consumed.
Yeah, like you're consuming the content. Like it did I did my job. You consumed it. I won.
That's so accurate.
Like you consumed it. I won.
They won. They won, man. And I want more. I want more wins for passion. I want less. I want fewer wins for the dollar. And
Yeah.
do not misconstrue
Agreed.
me. I want every dev that has that indomitable human spirit to be successful. I do want them to make money off of their product, which is
Yeah.
why my wish list since I started this podcast went from about 70 items. I checked, it has 233 items on it now. 70% of
Wow.
it is just 1, 2, 3 people making something. And then, like the latest one that I did is this game called Parkside, Decayed Soul Manipulation. What even is that? I don't
What
know,
does
but
that
I've got to find out. But this thing, it looks like I talked about this game a couple of times, but a Deus Ex from 2000. It's low poly, it doesn't look good, but that's part of the charm about this game that it drew me. I was like, man, this looks rough. What's going on here? You caught me when you first jumped onto our call here just now. I was actually in the middle of the intro, just as this little cutscene, and I can tell it looks that way on purpose. There is a reason behind the way it looks, and I need to know what that is. But the fact that somebody has put this out and worked tirelessly to put this out, to put it together, yeah, sign me up. I want to have
That means
233 of those
something.
in my library. Yes, it means something.
Yeah,
Absolutely, it
that
does.
means something.
Yeah, and if at the end
Like
I have a
yeah.
moderate experience, at least I got to experience the. It's like going to an art gallery, a local art gallery, not a MoMA where you see Vincent Van Gogh paintings. We all know those are good. We all know that those big titans, like let's say a Battlefield 6, we all know that those are supposed to be amazing. And you can say what you want about Magritte. You can say what you want about all of those, the Renaissance painters, everything across history. But the local artist that's put this show together, they had something to say. And even if it's mediocre, I still wanted to see what they had to say. I want to know what they
Yeah.
have to say, through their art medium. And that's exactly what this is. My Steam library is no longer just a video game hub for me to go to and kill time. It has become an art gallery that is strewn, littered with unique and wonderful and innovative and sometimes bad, and sometimes good because they're bad games. And I think that is a beautiful thing to see. And only in this year, we are so lucky to be alive at this time in gaming. This is such an old adage from like the Giant Bomb podcast, but I'm gonna rip it off anyway. There's never been a better time to be a gamer than right now.
No. No, everything's accessible.
Yeah.
Everything. Like if you wanted to start on season 1 of gaming, you can. You can find emulators to play some of the earliest games out there.
Yes.
Like
And you should.
and then
People should.
and yeah, like why not, And it's like you can't like you can't look at a game like what's a good one here to use? Oh, Ghost of Tsushima.
Mm.
Tell me that's not art. Tell me that's not art.
If somebody does,
When
I'll
you're
call them a liar, bro.
right. Like even some of the things I see in Red Dead, I'm like, well, because I mean, think about it, Nathan. So I played a mission in Red Dead where I got to see
Oh, good. We're
good
pivoting to
old
this.
no, yeah, and it ties in perfectly, and you'll see, like, I got to see good old Mary Linton. Arthur got to see his sweetheart,
All
and
right.
so I want to talk about. So we ended up we went on a date after she needed some help with something. I helped her out, but to
That's
get the
cute.
point across, afterwards, she was just like, "Can we just do something normal for once? Just go on a date."
Hmm.
And so they went on a date. They went to the theater. Nathan, the mission was me sitting in a theater with Mary, right, watching a legitimate theater performance. And I'm talking there was 3 acts, right? It was a
Whoa.
musical, there was a dance in the beginning, there was a dance in the middle, and
Oh
then
my God.
the ending was these French women coming out and doing the can. Like I
Dude,
saw like and I was in there. It was like 20 minutes, Nathan. Like so and I say that to say this. We're talking about video games being art. Some developer or some group of developers at Rockstar, right, when they were making this mission, made a legitimate performance. A legitimate performance for you, the gamer, to watch
that's
and
amazing.
execute it. Like think about the level of dedication, right? To actually, all right, we're not only making a game, but hey, we need to make a show
Who
like
knows
for the
somebody
game.
who can write a musical? 20 minutes.
Yeah, like we need like a quick 20-minute musical. Like, you know what I mean? Like and
Oh my
it's just
God.
we look at movies, right? And we call movies art. We call short films art,
Mm-hmm.
right? Why not games? Because, like I said, you can't look at a game like Ghost of Tsushima. You can't look at a game like Hollow Knight. You can't look at a game like Red Dead. Hell, even Cyberpunk, right? Like, but even games I played from a long time ago, like Mirror's Edge, Catalyst. Like you look at these games and it's like there's beauty attached to them, and somebody
Yes.
had to make that beauty. Henceforth, art was created.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm in 100% agreement with that sentiment for sure. Going back to that
Man,
musical, I have to touch on that a little bit. So you're talking about the very end, a group of people coming out and doing the can, which means in Rockstar terms, it's not just like, oh, somebody slaved away and animated a can. They mocapped people doing
yes,
a can.
they mocapped, and not even just that, Nathan. They mocapped a performance,
A full
like
ass performance.
a whole 20-minute performance, because we need this date with Arthur and Mary to mean something to the gamer.
Amazing.
And you know what's crazy? Just to add in a little level of detail, you even get a prompt like when you're sitting there next to Mary to like it literally is like what did it say? It was like try a move, right? Like hit X to try a move. Right? And it's literally Arthur doing the good old yawn, arms outstretched up to the top,
Oh
and
my
then coming
god.
back down around the shoulder of Mary.
Okay, is that not cute or what?
Like, come on. It's Arthur freaking Morgan. Like tell me that's not awesome.
Yeah,
No,
that's so that's great.
I love I love like seeing Arthur and Mary interact. Like I love anytime they do missions together, because you see this side of Arthur that he so desperately wants to just be, but he can't. But he can't.
Yeah, he's stuck.
He's stuck. And like at the end of that mission, man, got me good, Nathan. Can't lie, got me good. Like I got the goosebumps right now.
Sick.
But like at the end of that mission, like you finish the theater, you do the thing, you walk Mary over to the train station, and she gets on the train, and it's like she walks back out, and she just looks at Arthur and she asks him, "Arthur, is it too late for us?" And Nathan, that hit me like a gut punch, dude.
Oh,
Just hit me like a gut punch.
that's hardcore, man. That's good
I
writing.
know. I know. And like, man, to see like Arthur be like, no, like it's not too late. Like I have to do this. Like we just need to get some money, and then I can finally be free, and I'll find, and like you see what Arthur wants. You see that there's a side of Arthur that wants nothing more than to be able to just go to the theater with Mary
Mm,
whenever they so choose.
that's cool.
But he's stuck.
And
And
that's cool and sad at
man,
the same time, you know?
it is extremely sad. Like it really makes me like, man, like I don't know how Red Dead's gonna end. But like, man, like I really want there to be some sort of like the cowboy rides into the sunset with the damsel.
Mm,
Like I really like, if I could choose how the game ends, that's what I would choose. But I don't
mm.
know. I don't know how it's going because things aren't looking great.
It's a lot of tough stuff that goes on in that game from point A to point B, from start to finish.
Yeah, man.
But
Like
we'll have to see what becomes of Mr. Morgan.
we
But I
will
think
have to see.
the beauty
Mm.
that you experience along the way and all of those little side missions, the thing that I think of, which by the way, I'm gonna have to go back and play it now that you mentioned that little musical scene, because at the very least, I need to play it where my wife can watch it too, because she's gonna get a kick out of that for sure. But
Oh,
I
it's
think about
awesome.
the
Yeah.
scene where it's one of the early missions, and your mission is to just go get drunk at the bar
With Lenny.
with Lenny,
Young
right?
Lenny.
And
Yeah.
that scene, it's a much smaller like microcosm of the kind of thing you're talking about. There's no killing. There's like, I think there's a bar fight. We get drunk and get into a
There
punch
is.
out. Whatever.
There's a can moment in
It's a can
in that
moment.
mission.
There's a bunch of we can, you know what? That's like, oh, I think we just coined something, or at least I did in my head. A can moment where like you have a piece of set dressing in a game that's not just set dressing. It actively took work to create, and they did it in the hopes that you would stumble on that mission. You know, they didn't. It was completely optional for them to put the can in that game. It was
And they
completely
did.
optional for them
Yes,
to make you get hammered at a bar with Lenny, but they did because
they
it
did it.
lends itself and to this world and makes it that much more believable than it already is. I think if you're going to be a big studio, Rockstar is doing it. I don't want to give them all the kudos in the world because there is a little bit of like, okay, guys, how much money can you wring out of GTA Online? But at the end of the day, tons of people are still playing
Yeah,
GTA
the player base
Online.
is happy. The
The player base is happy. That's the thing.
and you can't knock that. You can't
They're
knock
not
it if
just
the player
blindly
base is
putting
happy.
out. They're not shitting out GTA 5, GTA or GTA 7, GTA 8, GTA 9, GTA 10. They're not doing that. Yes, we are getting a GTA 6, but they've been working on that thing for a real long time.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And if it is
And
if it is even a little bit the quality that Red Dead 2 and even GTA 5 was,
we're good.
we're
All right.
good. We're good.
Yeah, I think that genuinely if GTA 6 succeeds, I think that GTA would become one of the greatest video game series of all time.
Mm. Have you
Like
played some
just
of the
that.
early ones?
Um no, I've played a little bit of 4,
Okay.
but I've played all of 5.
Nice.
Um 4 was really interesting. I kind of want to finish 4. Um
When 4
but
came
no,
out,
I mean, bro,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
like
Finish that thought because I know there's
yeah,
a
I mean,
banger of a
it's
thought
just
here.
it's just like I mean, what other game series, right? Except for like, I don't know, Mario, right? Like, is just so synonymous with gaming. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
yeah.
like, because like, think about just the memes that have come from the GTA games, right? All of them,
Unbelievable.
by the way, right? You look at the cult following that the series has. Like, GTA 5 came out in 2013. And it is still one of the most played games on earth.
Oh my
And
god.
like,
I didn't realize it's been 12 years since that game came out.
yes, it's been 12 years since it came out. And then Rockstar goes and drops Red Dead 2 just casually,
Mm.
another banger. And it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like the success and the longevity that GTA has had, like, I think it speaks to what Rockstar has going on. But I think that genuinely, if GTA 6 is a huge success like 5 was, I think that it's going to have to be forced to be acknowledged as one of the greatest video game series of all time.
I think I'm with you on that. That's a great argument to make for sure. Um, the origins of GTA are super interesting because of where they are now and where they came from. I was how old was I? 8, 9, 10, somewhere in that ballpark. And I played GTA Grand Theft Auto. Not 2, not
That's it.
no,
Just
it was
Grand Theft
Grand
Auto.
Theft Auto. My cousin Preston had a CD.
Shout out
If
to
you know,
Preston.
shout outs to Preston. We put that game in this computer, and he goes, "Watch this." And my mind was blown. It's not even close to the same game. It's a top down, third person
That's
kind of
right.
thing,
Yeah.
and it's hard as fuck. But it's every bit as crazy as the games are now.
I mean, and from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Grand Theft Auto one like extremely groundbreaking for like what can be done in games?
Yes, it really was, and not just from a content perspective, but from like a more open world type thing. Like
That's right. Like
it really took the open world to a little bit of a next level.
that's right. It's
And
like was one of the first big open world games.
was like intrinsically because of the content too. You know, you had like, hey, get to a payphone. I need to talk to you. So you go get a payphone, deliver these drugs. You have 2 minutes. Shit, that's all the way across town. So you got to jack a car, run over a procession of monks on the side of the road. Which, by the way, they triggered like it said Garanga, whatever that means, on the screen when you ran over all of the monks in one go. So it was like actively encouraging you to be a little frantic. and
them over.
that's what made it a little bit difficult. But to watch it go from there, the second one I believe was set in like Great Britain. Don't hold me to that. I could be mixing up one of the expansion packs. But then they went to 3, and 3 was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this polygonal now, and that was on the PS2 way back in the day. And
Dude,
then
I
we
remember
got
seeing
to
my
see
brother playing
San
GTA.
Andreas. San Andreas is a fan favorite. Like CJ as a main
Yeah,
character, really kind of a big
dude,
breakout
him
game
and
for
Big
them.
Smoke,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
bro, like huge. Like
Mm.
I've never even played San Andreas, but like I know so much about it just from memes. Like I know all the characters. I know like kind of like what's going on in the game. Like I
Absolutely.
all of the iconic like oh here we go again. Like all of the iconic like scenes. Like I know them all. Like that's how good like that game is.
100%. And even I can't really think of one of them that wasn't. Of course, had some faults here and there, but they were all intriguing and entertaining in their own way. Because GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. Vice City is my favorite. It's very much Miami, and it's straight up Miami Vice, the
Vice
game.
City,
So that little
Bonito.
era, that was really fun. And you see GTA 3, which is pretty straightforward, New York style gangbanger deal. Then they pivot over to like a little more of a like a hood type scenario, and you can travel between the two cities. Okay, all right, cool. We're adding something that is unique about this series. Then you've got Miami Vice, which is a complete, 180 from the feel of 3, but they're all kind of in that rock star pastiche. Then take 4. 4 was like, oh, yo, this is like a Ukrainian immigrant, and he is here to
It
make
was
better life
Nico,
for
right?
himself. Nico, yeah, shout outs to
Yeah,
Nico.
Nico. See, I know that name. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
this character and I've never touched the game.
Absolutely, and it really speaks to Rockstar's ability to make something, even the quote unquote same game. It makes it unique and its own deal. Because if you look at, we were shitting on Assassin's Creed earlier. I don't care about those stories. Those stories aren't interesting in a way that, and it gets overly convoluted. The stories in each of those Grand Theft Auto games has a big overarching story and a bunch of little side
Yep.
missions that you have fun doing. And at the end of the game, at the end of your experience, you care about what the big reveal is. You care about what the big
The
explosive
characters.
ending. Yeah, you care how they wind up. Cyberpunk does the same thing. I mean, I've played all of 2 hours of Cyberpunk, but I will absolutely go through that game sometime because of the way you speak about it. They built these characters in this world in a way that isn't just a cynical money grab. You can tell that they spent time thinking about, no, that story beat sucks. Rewrite it.
Yeah. No, like
Better, rewrite
I
it
love
again.
that. I love
Yes,
that because it's like you have to respect it. You can't
100%.
not.
Yeah.
You can't not respect it. Like
And
it's wow.
and that's what
Ooh.
makes the Ubisofts of the world look so bad, because not only is Schedule 1 eating the lunch of AAA devs, other AAA devs are eating their fucking lunch too, man. Rockstar is eating Ubisoft's lunch.
Yep. Deserved too. Mm,
Sorry,
man.
I got a cough off to the side.
No, you're good. But no, I mean, like, like Nathan, I really think that like I might cry at the end of Red Dead. Like I care about what's gonna happen to Arthur Morgan,
I
and
love that.
I'm scared, to be honest with you, because I don't know how it's gonna go.
I am really excited for you to finish it because I do want to know what your reaction is. And that will be a testament to the power of the story, the writing, the art that is everything from a AAA game and what it should be.
Mm.
And you were talking about one that really kind of caught you off guard. We have to wrap up here fairly quickly because I got to go to bed. I have a plane to catch pretty quickly, like in less than 5 hours. But
My gosh.
I know, wild, right? But you were talking about one, I believe it was called "Don't Blink"
Yeah.
or
Yes.
"Blink,"
Yes.
and a
Yeah, it's
AAA
literally
game
called
that can really pull on your heartstrings in RDR2. That can also be done with such a simple idea as "Don't Blink." Is
yeah.
that the title of it?
So the game is called Don't Blink or You'll Miss It.
Don't blink or you'll
This
miss it. Okay.
game made me sob like a baby, man.
Oh man.
Like it really got me, man.
Okay, so
It
you told
got
me
me.
what it's about, but if you want to cover it just a little bit so we have it on record here, that would be good.
So yeah, I'd love to. So I will. I'm gonna say this up front, right? And now this kind of ties into my hot take that I was saying earlier today, Nathan.
Oh
But
shoot, we forgot to mention
so
that. We'll cover it
yeah,
pretty quickly and make people mad at the end. How about that?
yeah, that's fine. I'll say it right now. Yeah, gamers, we're the problem. So, and here's why we're the problem. We can't decide. We can't decide what we really value in a game. You have one group of gamers that are going to get mad at the game if it's not mechanically sound. You're going to get one group of gamers that are going to be mad that it's too mechanically sound, but it's not emotional, and vice versa. You have all these different groups of gamers that can't decide what they actually like and enjoy in the game, so much so that it prevents you from actually just enjoying the game and taking it how it was supposed to be presented and played by you. That to the
Oh.
side. Anyway, Before Your Eyes, the name of the game actually is called Before Your Eyes. I was wrong.
Oh,
But
okay. Before your eyes. Got it.
this is a game that if you are one of those mechanical gamers, you won't be able to play this game. The reason I
Okay.
say that is because this game, you plug in a webcam and you blink. You don't really do much. The game tracks when you blink, and that's how you play the game, by literally blinking. However, what I will say is if you can sit down, if you can get your brain off to the side, and you can sit and play this game and let it take you along on the boat ride. And guess what? It quite literally starts off on a boat ride.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
you will find yourself sobbing. You will find yourself at the very least when you finish this game in a emotional state that you were not previously in when you started the game. Um, what's interesting about this game is that it is a game that it's teaching you to enjoy the little moments. It's
Hmm.
a game that's telling you to stop, smell the roses, take in what's going on around you, and enjoy it. This game is the definition of I wish I knew when I was in the good old days before they became the good old days.
Oh, damn. That
That this
cuts.
game is that put into a game and a story. Because quite literally, the way that the game works is you'll find yourself, you plug in your webcam, it's going to track your eyes, and you're going to be certain scenes are going to be displayed out to you, and those scenes end the moment that you blink. So the scene can go on for as long as you don't blink, but guess what? Eventually, you have to blink, and when you do blink, you're going to be taken to a completely different part of the game. So now this can be the next day. This can be anything from the next week, and it can be anything from the next decade. So
Jeez.
you have to be very cognizant of what you're seeing right now. As soon as you blink, it's going to be gone. So, like, for example, like you grow up as like this, it's like you're born. Like you literally, you go through the character that you're playing as
So
is like,
what before you jump into details, I would caution you maybe not to spoil in the entire thing,
mm,
because I do know we have listeners that take our suggestions to heart. So tread lightly if you could, please.
gotcha, of course. No, thank you for mentioning that. But yeah, before your eyes, it's it's quite literally best way I can sum it up. It's life before your eyes, and if you take into account what life is, you'll kind of see what moments you can infer what moments of the game are gonna make you cry.
Mm.
Um, because you live life, and
Yeah,
life has a
man.
beginning and it has an end. So
Yeah,
take that as
so
you will. I hope you guys check it out. It's a great
yeah,
game.
absolutely. I would urge you to check it out too. John, you spoiled that for me because I asked you to because I wanted to know. And I probably will never play that game because you told me that, specifically because I don't that's not a message that I need reinforced because I'm in the thick of it, you know. I'm almost 40 years old,
Yeah,
bro.
you're in it.
I'm
Yeah.
in the thick of it, and thankfully, you know, God has given me the realization that I am in the thick of it, and I should be enjoying those moments. And you know, I spend time with my boys when I can. I I get on here and talk to you when I can. I spend time with my wife when I can, I'm physically there. But you know, enough about me and you know, my realization. I would urge everybody to play that one. And if you're not, if you don't have a webcam handy, another game that you could probably pivot to if you've got Steam, I mentioned is called that. What is it called? That Dragon Cancer.
Mm.
I have to pause a second. I can barely keep it together talking about that game because it centers around. It was made by a couple who lost their son.
Man, Nathan, like, I remember you telling me about this game. This is rough, bro.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to become a blubbering mess. So, but yeah, Before Your Eyes and That Dragon Cancer, you should definitely check those out because they really are great testaments to what makes game art, and in a way that everyone can understand.
Yeah. And this all goes back to what me and Nathan were talking about earlier. Like, gaming, it's art. You know, it takes you through a roller coaster. You know, like in one gaming session, right? You can go through your entire range of emotions depending on the game. You can do
100%.
everything from laughing to crying. And I think that at the very least, that's worth checking out.
I agree.
You know, they say that the best days a human can have is when you've both cried and laughed in the same day, because that
Mm,
means that you have experienced your full range of emotions that day.
I love that. That's well put. Well, hey, I think we're gonna have to go ahead and wrap it up. It's approaching.
On that bombshell,
Yeah, right.
on that
I want to
bombshell.
put a pin in "We're the Problem." That's our topic for next week because I have some stuff to say about that. But also,
Yeah, I just
I want to.
fired that off.
I need you. I need you to expound upon what you've got under the hood, and I'm sure Devin will have things to say regarding gamers are the problem. So yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap everything up, and you know, take the time, enjoy your games, and glean from them what you can, just the same way that you would a book or a movie. I would urge all of our audience members to do that. And even if it's just having a fun time by yourself and taking a break from real life, or having fun with other people, or learning something about the relationship between you and another person, or you and another group of people, or even you in this world, something about you internally, games can do that for you. And you just have to find the right game, which is why we talk about such a wide range of games on this podcast. And
Huge range.
that's important to us here. So, and of course, I want to just take the time real quick before we close out to mention that you are awesome. You are loved. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close it down, and I want to remind you to call your mom, call your dad, call your brother and sister, call your family, tell them you love them because life's too damn short, man.
It very is. It passes before your eyes.
Before your eyes. All right, so let's go ahead and cue up the music. Peace.
Later, guys.